find the derivative of f of x equals 1 over x squared minus 5 over x cubed. I do not recommend doing quotient rule for this problem, even though you see quotients, probably not the most effective way to do this problem. What I would do instead is I would rewrite this problem first. Do a rewrite, and then taking the derivative is a whole lot easier. And the way that I would rewrite this problem is just rewrite it without fractions. So 1 over x squared, you can actually rewrite as x to the negative second, and it means the same exact thing. And rewriting it that way is going to make taking the derivative a whole lot easier. Highly recommend this. Don't do quotient rule. And then minus 5 x to the third, we can rewrite as x to the negative third because that x to the third was in the denominator. Okay, rewriting it like this way, it's going to be so much easier to take the derivative because now I can use what's called the power rule to take the derivative. So next would be using the power rule. And let me go ahead and write out that rule. So the power rule says if I want to take the derivative with respect to x of, let's say, x to the power of n, that derivative is going to be, you bring the n out in front as like a constant multiple, and then raise x to the power of n minus 1. And again, that is called the power rule. And because we've written both of these terms as a power, we can now incorporate the power rule, and again, way easier than that quotient rule. Notation, because we are finding the derivative, make sure to say f prime of x. And now power rule, the exponent of negative 2, I am going to bring that out in front as a constant multiple, and then x to the power of, remember you want to subtract 1 from the exponent. So be careful with those negatives. Make sure to go minus 1, so in the more negative direction. So negative 2 minus 1 is going to give us negative 3. And then I have this negative 5 out there already as a coefficient. So when you bring the negative 3 in front, you're going to want to multiply those two numbers together, and then again subtract 1 from the exponent. So negative 3 minus 1 would give us negative 4. And okay, that's fine. You can leave it like this, but I think it'd look a lot nicer if we cleaned that up. So let's rewrite this as f prime of x equals negative 2x to the negative third. We can rewrite that x to the third back in the denominator and give it a positive exponent, but leave that negative 2 in the numerator because negative 2 does not have a negative exponent. And I already see a little mistake I made. I forgot when I bring that exponent down below, I do need to make it positive. So let's try that again. All right, negative 2 over x cubed. And then I would multiply the negative 5 with the negative 3 to get a positive 15. And again, let's bring that x to the fourth into the denominator. And there we have it. That's a nice cleaned up answer.